What is up, YouTube? That's here, bringing you guys another episode of In It to Win It. We are still playing with that Double Dragon Semi-Trick Room team I've been using. I used it in the last video, and it's been an evolution over the past few In It to Win It episodes. Remember, it was a hard Trick Room team with, like, Muck and Snorlax, and I think Marowak was even in it at the start, but it's evolved into somewhat of a semi-room with Double Dragon. It's a lot of fun to play with. I really like it, and hopefully, you know, we can win some more games. We're gonna run down the items here. We got Focus Sash, Mimikyu, Mago Berry, Snorlax, Choice Scarf, Garchomp. Love the hidden scarf in this team. We have Leftovers Feeny, Eviolite, Porygon2, and Dragonium Z Roar Salamence. So that is the team. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's hop into some games and see if we can win some. So game one is going to be going up against Matt from Canada. His team, I just looked at his team and it like took me off guard. It's Xurkitree, Nihilego, Smeargle, Lele, Pheromosa, and Celesteela. Bunch of Ultra Beasts, four to be exact, with probably a Scarf, Lele, and a Sash Smeargle. So let's see how we can win this one. I think the only thing I can actually do is just rely on Garchomp to carry me here. We're gonna be going Scarf Chomp here, and I really think that that's most likely like an Ice Beam on Mosa, and I really don't want to deal with that. So I think I'm gonna go Porygon as my secondary. I'm going to bring Mimikyu in the back and probably Snorlax. I would love to bring Salamence here. I just don't really see a way that I can get in on those type of Pokemon. I don't really even think Mimikyu's good here. Maybe Mimikyu should be a lead because Mimikyu's amazing against things like Lele. It's also good against Mosa. No, I'm actually okay with this lead. It forces a lot of things out of him. You know what? I'm not okay with it. We'll bring Porygon as a secondary. And then Snorlax and Mimikyu in the back. Sorry, Snorlax and Porygon in the back. Alright, here we go. Maybe Feeny, though. Because Feeny can stop me from getting put to sleep. I still have 10 seconds. I'm still thinking. I really just don't like Feeny versus Steela. There's also an Nihilego there, so I just don't want to deal with it. So we're going to start off with these. Let's see if I can get something going. His team is literally disgusting. So he has like every single Pokemon that makes the game not fun. Pheromosa, Smeargle, Celesteela. That's probably the most toxic team I've ever seen. Even Nihilego's a bit of an enigma, you know. It's kind of hard to play against a Nihilego. So, I mean, we're going to see what we can get done. I can't really go for Earthquakes with this board, but I can always Protect. And I can always go for Rock Slides, a bunch of other stuff like that. What I'm going to be doing most likely is just switching out Garchomp for most likely Porygon, I think. Yeah. Switch out Garchomp for Porygon, and we're just going to Play Rough his Pheromosa. And then hopefully that puts it within well, hopefully we just KO it, but if it puts it within KO range of a Shadow Sneak, I'll Shadow Sneak him next turn. And we're just trying to get the Pheromosa off the board. It's pretty obvious he has, well, I guess he could follow me, but that'd be such a weird play right now. If you were to follow me right now, that'd be so stupid, because it looks like I have a Trick Room team. You should be trying to spore my Mimikyu, which is really what I think he's doing. And we have plays in case this happens, in case he spores the Mimikyu and we can't Shadow Sneak. So we're switching in Porygon 2. We're playing pretty predictable, I think, right here. What are we tracing? I mean, I'll take any of those. Those are good traits for me either way. So he's going for an Ice Beam, pretty standard. As long as it doesn't freeze me, I think I'm okay. So, no freeze, Play Rough, makes contact. This is really, really good for me. Looks like we're probably going to clock a no Sash, so that means Sash is on Smeargle. Alright, and Smeargle can go for whatever it wants. We took out the raid boss. He goes for the Spore. I'm okay with this. This is actually okay. We've stopped the bleeding. Not that the bleeding hadn't really started yet, but we stopped it before it started. It's like putting on a band-aid before you get injured. It's a little extra layer of protection. So, we took out the Mosa. He has Smeargle, Celesteela. Alright, good thing we got Snorlax. We just have to get this Smeargle off the board sooner than later, I would say. We're just going to Ice Beam the Smeargle. He can Leech Seed me up all he wants. I really don't care. And we're just going to try and wake up. Remember, Mimikyu hasn't even started to sleep yet, so Mimikyu has to be asleep this turn. He's most likely sporing our Porygon, and this is why I wanted Feeny, but I still think it's not really the end of the world. Like, Smeargle can do whatever it wants. Eventually, I'm going to wake up. What is Celesteela going to be doing? Just, like, heavy slamming for 30 turns? Leech Seeding? I really don't think it's the end of the world. Like, Celesteela versus Porygon is not a matchup that Celesteela really excels in. It's kind of the literal definition of a wet noodle fight. So there's Leech Seed, you know. Every once in a while, I'll just recover. And I can't really do anything to him either, but it's not like he's gaining a huge advantage. I think I might just want a Trick Room. Depends on who wakes up first. You know, it really does. I'll just try attack the Smeargle, break the Sash, walk away. Now, it's potential that both my Pokemon can technically wake up this turn. I actually have a percent to make that happen, and I have to stay with Mimikyu. I could switch out, but I really don't want to. Let's see if Smeargle's switching out. He might, because he might not have anything else left to do. We know that it's not a Scarf Smeargle, so I guess that's... And we also know that it's most likely Sash, because the Mosa wasn't holding a Sash. Mosa was probably holding a Z move, probably the Fighting Z move or the Poison Z move. And it looks like Mimikyu is still taking a little cat nap here. So Mimikyu is going to be asleep. He goes for a... Oh, he thought I was going to switch. I'm so happy that I didn't. And he's going for Heavy Slam on a Mimikyu, so that's just going to break my disguise. Hey, he covered both of his options with that. I think that's a really, really solid, strong play. Now, remember, I do not want him to get Beast Boosts. And I pretty much have to wake up... Well, I can technically still wake up next turn and get this. But I'd like to wake up with both my Pokemon this turn and just gimp that Smeargle and then make it so he only has Celesteela and whatever his last Pokemon is to fight my Garchomp and my... I think Snorlax is my last Pokemon. So here we go. Here we go. Wake up, please. Please wake up. You've been asleep for 2 turns, both of you. So I would really appreciate it if you decided to wake up and hit the Smeargle, because Smeargle is being a pain in my butt and you guys need to get rid of it. So hopefully he keeps the Smeargle in and just stays, like, just dies. I would really like that. If I didn't switch last turn, I'm not switching this turn pretty obviously. So let's see what he goes for. He's withdrawing it. Yeah, that's a smart play. It's the correct play, I think. But we still want to hit this guy too. This is his last Pokemon. If we take out the Xurkitree, we play her up. We hit the Xurkitree. This is going to be dealing good damage here. He's going to go for Heavy Slam, but it's not going to be able to KO my Mimikyu. It's not going to be able to KO it because we are packing a Focus Sash, my guy. I love it. Focus Sash Mimikyu. Why don't people use this thing? It's amazing. Porygon 2 wakes up, goes for a Tri-Attack. Hopefully this puts Xurkitree within range for a Shadow Sneak without activating a Berry. Of course it activates Berry. Why do people use Berry Xurkitree? Why? Why is this a thing that people do? Now, there's a few things that I can do here. I can go for the Tri-Attack and a Play Rough again, and that would KO it, but it's pretty obvious that that's what I would be doing. So we could protect with protect with Xurkitree and do that play. I could also just protect with my Mimikyu and recover. I'm gonna do that. Why not, right? Why not? I'll take a recover. You just want to give me a recover? I'll use a recover here. He could read me by just Thunderbolting my Porygon, but then I can come with like a good Pokemon and I think it'll be fine. Since these are his last Pokemon, we can kind of gauge the rest of the game. Snorlax is going to destroy this guy if I don't get spored into a million years. So Mimikyu's just protecting. Who carries Protect on Mimikyu? Nobody. So he's probably trying to protect baby. Oh, he's just D-Gleaming? That's where his Scarf... No, he already used the Berry. That's very, very weird. I think he's probably Heavy Slamming my Porygon. Yeah, that's a good play. But I do get my recover off. I should get my recover off. I don't think this KOs me. That's kind of... I'm like right back where I started because he D-Gleamed. Maybe he thought I was going to switch. I'm not switching, man. I'm not switching. You have to KO me if you want to win. So, we'll see. Let's see. I'm actually a little bit less health than I was, I think. So, yeah, we're just going to go for the Ice, the Tri-Attack, and the Play Rough again. And I think Mimikyu's faster than Xurkitree. Like, why would he do that? Why didn't he protect last turn? It looked like a pretty obvious play to me. But I guess he tried to make a little bit of a read, expect me to bring Salamence in. Or not Salamence, Garchomp. But like, I'm not going to bring it in. I'll bring in Garchomp. If you KO somebody, I might think about bringing it in. Maybe. I just don't want to give him any Beast Boost, and I think I'm going to have to give him a Beast Boost this turn. He was going for like a double Beast Boost last turn, and I don't want to mess with that. So let's see. If I miss my Play Rough, this is going to be real bad, but I don't think I'm going to miss it. I have faith that I can hit a Play Rough for the second time in a game. So let's see, maybe he should just Thunderbolt. Yeah, Play Rough hits. Hey, we take those. Big damage onto the Xurkitree. He goes for a second D-Gleam. I think Porygon should be able to live. I really do. He gets a Beast Boost. He's probably going to get Special Attack, right? Doesn't really matter. And then hopefully Porygon actually gets KO'd by... If Porygon gets KO'd by the Leech Seed, then he doesn't get a Beast Boost off it. And those are things that I take. So Xurkitree goes down. We've evened up the score. It's Smeargle and Celesteela versus... Oh, I get a Beast Boost. There we go. Yeah, it's Smeargle and Celesteela versus Garchomp and Snorlax. So I think I'm in a pretty decent spot. Let's see. Snorlax. Let's put it in the left slot because I'm right there. and Garchomp. So how do we really beat this? I mean, I think I'm going to win if I get the Smeargle off the board, so I think I might just double into Smeargle with 2 attacks to hit it. I don't want to get wide guarded, and I really think he has the wide guard. So I think I'm just going to Dragon Claw and Wild Charge into the Smeargle. Because what this does is it puts, if he, let's say he spores my Snorlax. Like what this play does is it makes so he still loses to the Garchomp next turn. So he would eat the Dragon Claw, then Spore, and then he would just second Dragon Claw, and that's enough to take it out. So hopefully we get Smeargle off the board, because Smeargle's the only enigma here. Like, Smeargle's the only weird variable that is stopping us from just winning the game with Snorlax. So Snorlax can beat Celesteela single-handedly. It just takes like 5 turns. I have to use a couple curses, gotta use a Recycle, and then we just Wild Charge one-shot it. So that's the game. And after, we're revealing that we have Wild Charge this turn, because it's our only other attack that can really have 100% accuracy. So hopefully this works. So Dragon Claw's coming in. Let's see what he goes for. It's going to most likely almost cock the sash. He's going for the Spore. Who's he hitting, though? He's probably hitting the Snorlax, which means the Dragon Claw is going to be able to deal massive damage to the Smeargle next turn. So he's going for a Leech Seed. He's correctly starting this up. Even if Smeargle were to go for some sort of weird, like Spiky Shield, and he Leech Seeds my Garchomp, you know, he's just delaying the inevitable. Smeargle is going to be going down eventually. From here on out, all I have to do is start cursing, and then I should be able to grind this one out. So Dragon Claw onto the Smeargle again, and, you know, he can Spiky Shield me, he can totally Spiky Shield me, he can totally King Shield me or do whatever he's going to do, but it ain't going to last forever. Nothing lasts forever. And even Garchomp's still decent versus Celesteela here. Like, if he wants to Heavy Slam me, he's going to be pretty much negating his own Leech Seed. So this is going to take a while, but we are going to be able to win. Yeah, Dragon Claw comes in. I wish Garchomp had Beast Boost. Yeah, I'd be busted. That'd be so stupid if Garchomp had Beast Boost. What I think is actually really cool is how when they made the Ultra Beast, they actually really limited the amount of AoE attacks that they got. You know, like Circuitry gets Dazzling Leap. Kartana gets Razor Leaf, but, you know, you don't see Kartana getting Earthquake. You don't see Kartana getting Rock Slide. You don't see them having a lot of AoE moves that can make them spiral out of control. And I really like that's good balancing of the game from them. That's what I think. So, yeah, we're just sitting here. We're waiting to wake up. And eventually I'm going to win. So that's pretty much it. He probably thinks he's going to win, but he doesn't know I have Wild Charge. He's like, what is Snorlax going to do? High horsepower can't hit me. I don't take any damage from return. That's a lot of damage, actually. He has Flamethrower. Flamethrower, a burn onto my Snorlax would actually be really lame, but I'm asleep. So, like, I'm okay with that. And we've seen Flamethrower, a Heavy Slam, Leech Seed, and that's it. I think his last move's probably Protect. But, you know, I'm going to be completely fine. Like, let's be completely honest, there's no way that he's going to be able to grab me out. Barring, like, a weird burn, but I think even +6, I can almost one-shot with Snorlax. It's just going to take a million turns. Once I just reveal the fact that I have Wild Charge, he should probably just run. Alright, I'm going to curse this one turn, and then I'll use a Recycle, because he doesn't have to hit my Snorlax this turn. He doesn't have to hit me. And I might wake up this turn. Like, what happens if he just doesn't attack me? What if he tries to burn my Garchomp, you know? Or something like that. Long story short, he's wasting his own time here. Alright, here we go. Garchomp just uses a Dragon Claw. It's funny how he just goes completely up to full, and he's taking good damage from these Dragon Claws, let's be real. He just goes for a Flamethrower onto, looks like it's Snorlax. So Snorlax is eating those Flamethrowers, going to activate my Berry. It's going to bring me all the way back up to full. And he doesn't know that I Recycle. Like, it's not completely uncommon for him to think that he should run yet, but he should run. Because there's no way that he's getting through this. I'm just going to have to use Curse, like, 4 times, and then I'll be able to one-shot him with a Wild Charge. And I could reveal Wild Charge, maybe it would just make him run, but if we want to play correctly, Wild Charging right here is not a good play, unless I'm trying to do it before I get burned, in which, then it's probably a decent play, but that's fine. Oh man, does he actually take damage this turn? No. Yeah, Snorlax using the... Yeah, there's no way, I gotta use like 4 Wild Charges. And I can one-shot this guy. I can do it. So I think he's gonna try and burn my Snorlax, and I still think a burned Snorlax can one-shot it, but... I'll see. Eventually Garchomp's gonna have to use Struggle. Let's see if he burns me. That is the play, though. He has a 10% chance to burn, and he probably has like 5 turns to do it, so... Not that turn, though. I might. Should I wild charge this turn? I really don't want to get burned. I really don't. Now we'll see. Would you guys be wild charging right now? Because like he restores like literally 30% of his HP, and I think he has leftovers. So like he's gonna restore 30 to 40% of his HP every turn, and I think I probably do about 50% with wild charge, which means it would still take 4 turns to do wild charge. It would take 4 turns of wild charges, and I would be taking recoil the whole time. I think I'm just gonna use recycle this turn. And then once Garchomp actually dies, we'll be doing a lot. He won't be restoring as much, so I think I'll be in a better spot. So we're just going to recycle this turn. Goes for another flamethrower. If I had Protects, I would probably be mixing in Protect, because he only has a limited number of flamethrowers. Don't burn me. Man, I'm getting lucky. That's 3 no burns. Or is that 2? 2 or 3. But those are things that I take. We get another Imago Berry. It's our second one of the game. Goes back up to almost full. And he probably thinks, like, he's fine. Like, he probably thinks Body Slam or, like, Return or Frustration won't do enough. But they totally will, because it's Wild Charge. Wild Charge is pretty good. And he just doesn't know that I have it. Like, I'm probably wasting both our times by not reviewing it, but it's still the correct play to not reveal Wild Charge yet. Still the correct play. So we've used 2 curses. I just want a Wild Charge. Maybe he'll just run after he sees it. I'm gonna laugh if I get burned the turn that I reveal my Wild Charge, right? That'd be funny. So let's see how much damage we do. I just want to know. Alright, that's Dragon Claw. It's a little bit less than I've actually been doing. He goes for a Flamethrower. Is he gonna get the burn? No. No burn. No burn. No. Yes. So Wild Charge is a +2. Holy moly. Yeah, we're just gonna do that again next turn and we're gonna win. That's a lot of damage. It's a lot. Let's see how much he restores. He's at less than 5%. He's about 2%, so he gets leftovers. He then gets double Leech Seed, and one of these Pokemon is a Snorlax. Garchomp has a pretty high base HP as well. So let's see how much health. He's not going to restore like 80% though. So I think I win. I think even if he burns me next turn with Flamethrower, I think I win. Maybe he'll be mixing in Protect. That's a lot of HP he got back. It'd be funny if he just protects this turn. Yeah, I'm actually just going to recycle then. Because he's probably just going to protect this turn. Because he's like, I'm going to get that 40% HP back. So he's probably just going to protect. Unless he's just going to forfeit. Yep, there's the protect. Ooh, juicy. Those are things that I take right there. So, yeah, we're obviously using recycle. Because I don't want to go into a position where my Snorlax next turn... Because think of it like this. I'm going to be taking this turn. I'm going to be taking Leech Seed damage. So it would drop my 126 down to like 120, and then like a crit burn Flamethrower. Oh, that'd be really bad, because then I wouldn't KO it with the Wild Charge next turn, and I would take out from the Leech Seed. It would KO me. So yeah, that was a good recycle right there, I think. And look how much health he's going to be getting back. I don't think it's enough, but I think it's pretty cool. I think that was the correct play on both sides. There's nothing wrong with him using the Protect there. And he's at a lot less damage than he was before. So as long as he doesn't burn me this turn, I am going to be able to win the game. This is his last chance to burn me. Maybe he'll go for another Protect. Dragon Claw comes in. This is your one shot to burn me, I think. Let's see. He's going for the last Flamethrower. No burn. No burn. No burn. No burn. Alright, cool. We did it. Whew. Wild Charge comes in hot and takes out that Steela. Pretty long first game, I'm not gonna lie. I hate fighting Steela with Snorlax, but, you know, that is legit why I have Wild Charges for that Pokemon, because it just was happening too much. I was using Snorlax, and I was like, man, everybody has Steela, it's so annoying. Not anymore. Alright, so we're going up into another game. We're going up against Sora, who has Koko-Lele, Arcanine Kartana, Gigalith, and Alolan Raichu. Pretty cool seeing a Koko Raichu potential. I doubt that there's a sash on any of these other than the Kartana. So let's see, probably Super Berry on Arcanine, Scarf on the Lele, Life Orb on Koko, Z-Move on Raichu. It looks about standard. Potentially Z-Move on Gigalith or Wide Guard. Maybe like a Wide Guard set, maybe. Alright, so how do we deal with this? I'd love to go Trick Room here. I'd love to go Trick Room. How do I do it? I don't know. Maybe I should just lead Scarf Chomp. What if I lead Scarf Chomp against this guy? What if I lead Scarf Chomp and Porygon and go for EQ and Trick Room? Best of both worlds. Give me what I want. It's possible. What if I go Garchomp Salamence? What if I go Garchomp Salamence? That's look terrible. Salamence is like half good here. I have Flamethrower. You know, I'll try Garchomp Salamence. I'll try it. I got nothing to lose. Garchomp Salamence, pretty good. Beanie's good if I don't have to fight Coco or Kartana. So that means it's just not good. It's also not good against Raichu. Yeah, I'll bring Porygon and Gigalith. Alright, Porygon and Snorlax is my last two. Alright, Garchomp Salamence, we're trying again. Double Dragon. We're going to try and make this work. I don't think it's going to. I think he's going to lead Raichu, and I think he's going to fake out my Garchomp. And I'm going to be real sad. And that's pretty much it. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Let's see if he leads Coco Raichu. That's probably one of the worst ones for me here. He should be respecting my Trick Room, and that is one of the ways that he can. So Lele Kartana, that doesn't really respect my Trick Room, but we're probably going to be able to judge some speed tierings off this very first turn of this game. Here we go. What do we see? Speed tiering. Lele's Psychic Surge activates before my Intimidate, and that tells me that his Lele is most likely Scarfed. So there's a couple ways this is going to go down. I really think he's going to be Moonblasting my Salamence and Leaf Blading or Z-moving my Garchomp. I could go for the really bad play of Poison Jabbing his Lele. I think I'll do that. I think if I Poison Jab his Lele and just Protect, because he's just going to be Moonblasting my Salamence. Like, I would just be losing my Salamence for no reason. Yeah. And then next turn I can do it again, and then that turn hit the Kartana, because Kartana can't one-shot Garchomp because we intimidated it with our Salamence. So we are going to be able to live. Everything's covered, I think. Let's see. He knows that my Salamence isn't Scarf, so he knows that he can take care of it. And Kartana usually tries to take care of the Garchomp. If he switches it up and just targets the Garchomp, oh, he detects? That's fine. That's fine with me. I mean, it really sucks if he targets my Garchomp with a Moonblast, but I think he's targeting the Salamence here. I really think he would target Salamence over Garchomp. So we go for the Poison Jab. We are faster than his Lele, obviously, because we are Scarfed as well, and we just get the big KO. We get a crit. We definitely need it. It does like 80% tops, high-end, normal. So we KO the Scarf Lele. That's huge, because now he can't hit our Garchomp with a Fake Out if he sends Raichu in. So Arcanine's going to come in. Okay. Hey, Arcanine's a pretty good Pokemon, but I'm going to Flamethrower the heck out of that Kartana. Alright, what do I want to do? I think I'm going to be switching out my Garchomp this turn. Be switching out Garchomp. I want to avoid some of that Intimidate damage. I'm going to switch it in for Porygon, I think. And if I trace Intimidate or a Beast Boost, that's really good. And we're just going to go for a Flamethrower up onto the Kartana. We're most likely just going to be procking, or breaking its Sash. It's most likely Sash. And then maybe the next turn, we might go for a Z-move on it if Salamence is still on the board. It would KO the Kartana through Detect, and if he switched in Gigalith or something to try and like buffer Flamethrower damage, it would just one-shot the Gigalith. Well, maybe not one-shot, but a bunch of damage on a Gigalith. So we're switching Garchomp out. No reason to keep a Scarf Chomp in there. Let's see what we trace. Survey says, rolling the dice. I want either of these. I wanted the Intimidate more, but this is fine. You're just running E-Speed. E-Speed on my Salamence. Is he trying to KO my Salamence? Smart Strike on my Salamence? Dude, you're at -1. You're at -1. Are you going to KO me? No, you're not. You're not going to KO me. I'm so strong. Salamence is the best Pokemon in the world. Big damage. Breaking the Sash. I love it. I love it. So, then how do I want to deal with this? I think I'm going to switch out Salamence for Garchomp. Yeah, I'm going to switch out Salamence for Garchomp, and I think I'm just actually going to try attack that Arcanine. And you may be thinking, why try attack? Why don't you do something else? Well, try attack puts Arcanine within KO range for Earthquake. So we're just going to be try attacking the Arcanine and then switching out Salamence or Garchomp. We're trying to make the Kartana KO itself to Rough Skin damage. And usually the Kartanas really go after that Beast Boost. He's like, I need the Beast Boost. I need to get it. And it's not like Arcanine can really get it with... oh, he's going for the Sacred Sword. Hey, you know what? It's fine. It's not like it's really doing a lot, so it's okay. And he goes for a Z-move! Is he trying to nuke my Porygon? I mean, I guess he can. I don't really think there's a problem. But, again, I'm still just going to Earthquake him next turn. It would KO the Porygon. Sorry. Well, it probably would KO my Porygon if I decide to leave it on the board. But we're going to be switching in Salamence, most likely. So, it's going to KO the Kartana. And it can most likely KO the Arcanine. I think Arcanine gets KO... Or, I don't think this KOs me. Right? I'm at 7. Fuck. I'm so low. Alright. And that's good damage. That's exactly what I need. So yeah, we're just going to switch in Salamence. Get another Intimidate up. These are the things that we take. And just going to go for an Earthquake here. Scarf Chomp running away with this game, hopefully. And that's a forfeit. Yeah, he knew the Scarf Earthquake was incoming, and he had no protection for it. So pretty good game. I would call this cheese because it's my team's doing the exact opposite of what it looks like it's supposed to do. And you know, we take those. So pretty good stuff. I got a little bit lucky in that last game with the crit on the Lulu, but I don't think we needed it. As always, guys, let me know what you guys think about these teams in the comments below. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Do you want me to post a paste bin of this team? I can go make this one in Showdown and post paste bin of it if you want to see it. Let me know what you guys think about the team in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.